do right. सदाशिव समारंभां शंकराचार्य मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्तां वंदे गुरु परंपराम्। वसुदेव सुतं देवं
वसुदेवसुतं देवं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनम्
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
देवकी परमानंदं
देवकी परमानन्दं
कृष्णं वंदे जगद्गुरुम्।
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
And I will say that 12th sloka of 12th chapter, which is the summary of the entire teaching. Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat
श्रेयो हि ज्ञानम् अभ्यासात्
ज्ञानाध्यानं विशिष्यते
ज्ञानाद् विशिष्यते
ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागः
ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागः
त्यागात् शान्ति अनन्तरम्।
त्यागात् शान्ति अनन्तरम्।
So in this shloka, Bhagavan has given the entire path. In fact, last time when we did meditation session, one thing, time was over. I just wanted to say that look at this shloka. It's described abhyas, dhyan, gyan, dhyan, and ultimately is tyag. So nowhere in this shloka or anywhere, okay, people use that tyag karna. That's a wrong state. Again, it's a limitation of the language. Language has to put in words. Otherwise, so we say tyag karna hai. The tyag is not to be done. Tyag happens. Same as meditation. So that's it. And tyaga shanti anantaram. And last time, if you remember meditation, I always say that there is a saying that meditation se man shant hota hai, right? And I say it's other way, like shant man se meditation hota hai. It's other totally opposite, like, but people say that that's fine, but actually it is shant man se dhyan hota hai, and then shant man hi dhyan hota hai. There is no other. If man shant is dhyan, that's it. So there's nothing to be done separately. Yeah, of course, thoda abhyas. That's what Bhagavan says, Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat. We have to do abhyas. And why we do abhyas? This shlok has everything in that. See, by nature, we are shant. इसलिए हमारा, like, we have name, lot of boys are named Prashant. And लड़कियों का नाम होता है शांति. Even men have name Shanti Lal, Shanti Prasad. लड़कियों का नाम शांति. The reason of that name is because by default we are shant. And little baby, जब baby cries, we all know that there is a joke. Baby cries only for the milk or diaper. That's it. Other baby always happy. If there is a baby is hungry, then baby will cry. Or diaper is, the baby will cry. Other baby is happy. Happy means shant. Happiness and shanti are synonym. That's not worldly happiness we are talking about. The ananda. So the problem, where is the problem? Look at the shloka as Bhagavan has given very nicely. I mean, we have to decipher it. The reason is because our consciousness is by default shant. Nature of the awareness or consciousness, whatever we call, or Sakshi Chaitanya, various names, but Chaitanya is the best name. So by default, it is shant. That's a default setting. Now, what happens when we start thinking of worldly objects? And these are all temporary, and by nature they are anitya. Shanti means nitya, which is eternal, always there. So by nature, that's why there is a shlok in Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, which says very clearly that achedyo ayam adayo ayam akledya ashosya evacha nityah sarvagata sthanur achalo ayam sanatana. That is our Atma's nature. Second. So Atma means our nature is achalo ayam sanatana. Ekdam shant and eternal. There is no change in that. That's our nature. But what happens when we break all worldly thoughts. And we'll see in this chapter, Tyag. That's why this chapter is very important, Moksha Sannyas. So what happens when the worldly objects come into the mind? There is a conflict because worldly objects are temporary and they have likes and dislikes, pleasure and pain. Some objects I like, some I don't like. Some people I like, some thoughts I like, I don't like. And it's all coming into my consciousness. So there is a conflict there because consciousness, my nature is always shant. And you're bringing all these temporary, unstable objects. And that is the conflict we all have. It's that simple. Like, and that's the reason ध्यान हमारे जो भगवान ने बताया जो पद्धति है, just remove temporary objects from the consciousness. And we'll see in this chapter is very well summarized. Of course, this is the third chapter has given that. That's what we call Nishkam Karma. Nishkam Karma, these objects are not become part of me. And we all know that. When we do some charity, not forceful, but jab charity, it happens through me. Let's not do. When it happens through me, that moment, my consciousness is full of that anand or shanti. And we feel that. But as long as all, so that is the conflict. And all the process of meditation is to remove that conflict. And that's why when we reach to a stage where I can observe my mind. And mind means that time mind is minimum thought or sometimes there's no thought. And that time when I am seeing there's no outside object. So only thing mind will have the shanti. Because by nature, shanti is mind's reflection of shanti, like awareness in mind is shanti. But because of so many objects in mind, thought means objects. Every thought is an object. There is nothing outside. हमारे जो भी हम सोच रहे हैं, that's an object. अभी at this time I am talking, the object is Bhagavad Gita. That's also object. So the only goal what last time we did, so I just wanted to reiterate that the purpose of that meditation, whatever method we different name, is to realize that all these temporary things are not in me. I am not this. And that's the problem. The moment I realize that, oh, they're not, I'm not them, they are not mine. They don't belong to me. That is Shanti. That's what Tyaga Shanti. Na? That is the Tyag. Tyag in the sense, there is a definition of Tyag or sacrifice. Something which doesn't belong to me and I have acquired, that I have to give up. That is Tyag. I don't have to give up my name, but that's because that belongs to me. So I don't have to give up my swabhav. I have always can give up, which is I have acquired. That is Tyag. So that's a problem. All these objects I have acquired in the mind, thoughts also, just give up. And what remains is Shanti. And that was the meditation. So we talked about. So we'll stop with that. We'll continue. But there is a story. There is this guy. He's a king. The stories are always about king, but we are all king now. Those stories fit these days because we are all king. Individually, we are all king. पहले टाइम में क्या था, king is the rich guy. बाकी सब अभी तो सभी king है. So the stories fit on us. So the king is like he has everything. But the problem is like there's no peace of mind because always worried about things. And he said, okay, let me go out and go for jara walk ke liye. So he saw there is one guy sitting under the tree, very koi sadhu se, very peaceful. And he said, yeah, this guy is do teen baar dekha jata tha. I'll talk to him. He said, what happened? So he said, I see you all the time. You're sitting in there, you're happy. You don't have anything. And I have everything, but I'm not happy. So what is that? What you have which makes you happy? And I think I'll do this more, and I'll be happy. But it doesn't come. The problem with the conflict, because my nature is not to have, but when we associate, it's not just having things, association with things. Having things is not a problem. So he said, then what do you want? Sadhu asked. He said, मेरे पास सब कुछ है, बस शांति की नहीं मन की, तो वो मुझे चाहिए. तो साधु ने बोला, भाई वो एक मैं तुम्हें नहीं दे सकता, बाकी मैं आई कैन गिव यू लेक्चर देना दे सकता हूँ, बट आई कैन नॉट गिव यू शांति. ही सेड व्हाई? एंड आई कैन गिव यू एनीथिंग यू वांट. ही सेड दैट इज नॉन ट्रांसफरेबल एंड दैट यू हैव टू सर्च विद इन यू. इट इज देयर विद यू. मैं भी कहीं से नहीं लाया हूँ. इट वॉज विद इन मी. सो ओनली यू कैन डू दैट. The only way is just same thing, dhyan jo hamare paas. So that is actually dhyan. Last time we concluded. So with the conflict, that is our own created conflict. There is no, we think that outside world is there is nobody create the conflict. We are all responsible for our own conflict. That's the teaching. And that's what Bhagavan telling Arjun. That's the reason Bhagavad Gita is all about Dhyan Shastra also. Bhagavan is saying you're confusing yourself, Arjun. For you're thinking you will kill them or they'll kill you and all. This is all, there is a, like, I love that shloka all the time. I keep saying, and I like my everyday sandhya, that shloka is there, right? Tasmat tvam uttishta yasho labhasva jitva shatrum bhuksh rajyam samraddham. He's challenging Arjun. Get up, Arjun, and win your opposite people over, and then enjoy the kingdom. But the next two lines, wonderful. Nihita mayeveva nihita purvameva. All these maya eva nihita purvameva. Maine in sabko pehle, maine in the sense not he is saying. They're already, everybody has an expiration date, everybody's, whatever future is all scripted. Nimitta matra bhava sabya. You are just the instrument, Arjun. You are thinking you are to kill them? No, and they're going to kill. Nobody is going to kill anyone. It's all scripted. You are confusing yourself. That's a conflict. And that is, so this, in short, meditation is nothing but, dhyan is nothing but, it is just the removing the conflict. That's it. The conflict gone, we are shanti. By nature, by default, we are shant. अभी दुनिया भर के ऐप डाउनलोड कर लिए ना, phone is not working. So go to Apple Store. Is it just we'll remove all the app, we'll bring it to the default setting first, and then your phone will work again. Exactly. So many the downloads we have, right? WhatsApp we have downloaded, then we have Shanti. So that is what actually. So anyway, we'll continue on 18th chapter. That was the continuation of Dhyan. So last time we finished second shlok. We'll just recap. So again, I was thinking, I think next week will be a long weekend, so we'll not meet. And maybe week after I have some commitment. So we might meet after 2 weeks. But I was thinking if you have some other opinion, because 18th chapter is nothing but a summary of the entire Bhagavad Gita. It's like jo smoothie hoti hai na, the fruit, you apple and banana, strawberry, and you make a smoothie. And the person who knows all the taste, like my wife, she drinks, she'll immediately, usme kisi ka jate, isme strawberry bhi dali hai kya? Isme grapes bhi hai, because she knows all the taste. So smoothie is like everything is in one. So 18th chapter is like that. It's a smoothie of the entire teaching. But if I forget what Bhagavan said about karma, then 18th chapter, when he's going to talk about karma, I'll have a little bit of like, what is he talking about? It's like that. Just a sannyas chapter title is Moksha Sannyas. Now, if I don't know what is moksha and what is sannyas, then I'll have, oh, what is he talking about? So what I was thinking, if today we'll not do that, but next time when we'll meet, we can go over. I have that, I do all the time, 1 or 2 shloka for each chapter. So then we exactly have in mind what is this chapter tells about, because this 18th chapter is all summary of all chapters. For example, Bhagavan is going to talk about Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. But if you don't remember 14th chapter, then we won't get it what he's saying. And he is going to talk about karma and gyan. If we don't remember 2nd and 3rd chapter, then we'll see, oh, what is he talking about? So that's why 18th chapter is summary. So we will do. Maybe I thought if we all every next time we'll meet, we'll just take 1 or 2 shloka from each chapter, and then we'll go to 18. But we'll continue today, and next time we'll meet. I'll do that. I have a summary of that way. I do that right all the time. So 18th chapter, which is Moksha Sannyas Yoga. Sannyas is the word which is very popular in India. It's one of the highest order in the Indian society, Hindu society, highest order. Like same Buddhist people, the monks, Dalai Lama is a highly respected person in Bharat, all over the world, because he's a monk. He's a sannyasi. He's a sannyasi basically. So sannyas is the highest order in any, like especially our Eastern, I'm talking here also there are, but there are no sannyasis here in Western world. but Abrahamic faith don't have, but our Eastern faith. जैन में उनको मुनि बोल देते हैं, जैन में, और सिख में हम लोग उनको लाइक गुरु बोल देते हैं, बट इट इज द सेम थिंग. द ऑर्डर इज हाईएस्ट. सो एंड देन ऑफ कोर्स बुद्ध में सेम, दे कॉल इट भंते और लामा, बट द सेम थिंग, सन्यासी. सो इट इज द हाईएस्ट ऑर्डर, बट दैट इज बेस्ड ऑन सोशल स्ट्रक्चर जो हमारे यहाँ, लाइक वी हैड ब्रह्मचर्य, then grahastha, vanaprastha and sannyas. So there are 4 stages or societies. So highest order is sannyas, because when you reach that sannyas, by the time you have all the maturity, by the time you have not necessarily studied everything, it is comprehended everything. बहुत पढ़ना is not the goal. जो भी पढ़ा उसको समझना is the goal. That is not the goal कि आपको कितना आता है. Whatever be, so we don't have to read. I mean, it's okay, we can read, but एक पोथी पढ़ पढ़ जग मुआ, पंडित भयानक होए, 2.5 अक्षर प्रेम का पढ़े से पंडित होए. कबीरदास जी तो कहेगा कि 2.5 अक्षर बहुत है. So there was one guy who went to Ramakrishna Paramahansa, also not very learned person, but he was a ardent Vedanti. So one person went to him and said, I had done a lot of sadhana. Ramakrishna Paramahansa को बोला कि I do all the jap, I do all the mala and dhyan, but कुछ आनंद नहीं आता है. And you just bhajan में you just start like you get to samadhi or tears are falling, but मुझे क्यों नहीं आता है? तो उनसे पूछा उन्होंने कि कभी किसी को प्यार किया है? I mean, बोले कि नहीं, I don't have time. He said, just पहले किसी को प्यार करो, उसके बाद पूजा करना. See, that is what. So that's what. See, the purpose is not to know. So जो संन्यास जो हमारा आश्रम है वो अभी तो क्या है, कोई भी संन्यास अभी तो like there are, it is defined, there are 3 types of sannyas. One is आपत संन्यास. When you are troubled, दुनिया खराब है, मैं संन्यास ले लेता हूँ. अर्जुन बोल रहा था. He was saying, I don't want to fight, I'll take sannyas. Rather than doing this hinsa, he heard the use of, I'll take sannyas. Same thing. That is called आपत. आपत means you are in trouble. So you say, take sannyas ले लो यार, क्या है, जाने दो. So that is one type of sannyas. दूसरा है विविदिशा sannyas. You eager to know. I want to learn things. Many of the white people who have gone to, I know many of them, I'm good friend with them. They go to Bharat and take sannyas. अभी बहुत सारे हैं white people भारत में सन्यासी, यहाँ भी घूमते, यहाँ भी हैं. उनका goal is just to learn, know, because they have everything in life. I mean, well settled people, and they just want to know कि वेदांत क्या है and all this क्या है and भारत में क्या है. So that is vividisha sannyas. That purpose is just to like more inquiry. Third is vidvat sannyas. That is serious. Vidvat means by knowing, understanding the entire life. You are a brahmachari, you are a grahastha, you are a vanaprasthi. Now you know how the society works. What are the principles? Then you take sannyas. Like my Nanaji, he took sannyas. He went through. That's why my Nanaji was my Nanaji. So he was like he went to in the Gurukul. He was a freedom fighter, and he was very active. He went to jail number of times. Then he did his service after India, and then he became vanaprasthi. And I saw him vanaprasthi, and then he took sannyas. So he is a sannyasi, vidvat sannyas. I know why I'm taking sannyas. It's not just for learning or apat. Though there are 2 soldiers, they were in the like front army, the war front. So one soldier asked the other guy, like, why did you join the army? So this guy says that because I am a bachelor, I am not married, and I love war. So I'm in army. So, but he asked other one, why did you join the army? He said, I'm married and I love peace. That's why I'm in the army. घर में झगड़ा होता है, तो इससे तो और अच्छा. So that is not sannyas. That is called आपत संन्यास. ये परेशान है तो संन्यास ले लिया. So that's what. So भगवान जिस संन्यास की बात यहाँ पर कर रहे हैं, he is not talking about that ashram sannyas. He is talking about the vritti sannyas. So it doesn't matter. The goal is vidvat sannyas, you know, and now you want to give back to the society. Like my Nanaji, when he was sannyasi, he used to travel, he used to stay in our places, he used to give a lot. I mean, I have learned so many things. I'm like fortunate to see sannyasi when I was 10 years old at home. But he made a lot of people, that's not the purpose of sannyas. Vivekananda, he traveled the world. Ramakrishna Paramahansa, those kind of sannyasis who were taking sannyas for the society also, not just for. That's what Bhagavan Krishna is talking about. So when he defines sannyas, he's talking about that vritti sannyas, not the ashram sannyas. That's what he's talking. So it can be grasped if you have the tendency of sannyasis. Like last time we saw there are three things. There are shlok number third or fifth chapter Bhagavan defined, and he says the one who is above likes and dislikes. It doesn't mean that sannyasi doesn't know what is liking and what is disliking. He knows. Sannyasi knows this is not good. But sannyasi is above that. That doesn't disturb. The peace of mind doesn't go away. It's like so simple. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever it is, the thing I don't like is still there. I think I like is still there. Doesn't matter. So that is sannyasi. That's first. Second definition, Bhagavan says, the one who is not attached to the karma phal. Very karmanyafadhikarashte maphale shukadachan. That's a sannyasi. And third, Bhagavan, in this chapter he talked about, he says, now that we'll read the second shlok where he Bhagavan defining the sannyasi. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, 18th chapter, second shlok. Kamyanam karmanam nyasam sannyasam kavayo viduhu sarva karma phalatyagam prahutyagam vichakshana. I'll read Hindi, पंकज भाई नहीं है तो. अर्जुन के पूछने पर भगवान कृष्ण बोले, अर्जुन, कितने पंडित जन तो काम्य कर्मों के त्याग को संन्यास जानते हैं और कितने ही विचार कुशल पुरुष सब कर्मों के फल के त्याग को त्याग कहते हैं.
Blessed Bhagavan said, sages understand sannyas to be renunciation of desire-ridden action, the relinquishment of fruit of all action, the wise declare as tyag.
Yeah, so Arjun asked the question that, can you tell me the difference between sannyas and tyag? That was his question. And when we finished 18th chapter, Bhagavan is going to, as he moves forward, he will merge these two terms very smartly. He's not going to say anything, but now, so the answer is that they are same. So if you are a tyagi, you are a sannyasi. If you are a sannyasi, you are a tyagi. So he'll explain, but he'll merge into two. So Arjuna has asked, can you tell me both? And eventually it is the same thing. That's what Bhagavan is going. So Bhagavan is saying there are two types of people, Pandit Jan. One says that kamya karma. So there are I think we talked about when we were doing the third chapter. That's why I'm saying karma yoga. Now so Arjuna has asked, now Bhagavan is saying kamya karma. Now we need to know what karma is. And karma is Gita has two foundation stones, which on the entire teaching lasts, Gyan and Karma. If we don't know what Bhagavan is meant by the Karma and Gyan in Bhagavad Gita, then that's the problem. The Gita श्लोक are quoted here and there. वो दुकानों में इंडिया लिखा रहता है, कृष्ण ने कहा है कि क्या आपका है, क्या लेके जाओगे, क्या छोड़, कुछ भी लिख देते हैं लोग. भगवत गीता में कहा, मेरे को बहुत लोग पूछते हैं. You won't believe one of my relatives, she's a very senior lady, she sent me a WhatsApp picture. संजय जी, एक दुकान में भारत में ये लिखा हुआ है, ये सही है क्या? आप बताइए गीता में से. मैंने कहा ठीक है. People are, I mean, they are saying कि गीता कुछ काम की बात कर रही है, लेकिन ऐसा कहीं कृष्ण ने कहा कि क्या लेके आए थे, क्या लेके जाओगे. अभी भगवत गीता में कृष्ण ने कहा अर्जुन को कहाँ कहा उन्होंने कि कहाँ लेके आए थे. That, but anyway, so that the reason is because the karma and gyan, that is the foundation stones of Bhagavad Gita. So what Bhagavan is saying, karmanam, kamya karma means, so there are high level pe there are 5 types of karma, or 4, but like in 5. One is the niyat karma. Niyat means which is obligatory duty. I am married, now I have a family, now I have a society, I have a duty towards the family and the society. I take a job, I done my whatever PhD or engineering or law or medicine. हम लोग जितने भी जॉब करते हैं, all the jobs, we sign a disclaimer. When I sign the job, I sign a disclaimer that I'll abide by all the rules and regulations for this particular job. That is my kartavya then. So that is I'm talking about professional word, but niyat karma in life also niyat karma. And so that is niyat, means assigned obligatory duty based on your इसीलिए हमारे हिंदुओं में वर्ण व्यवस्था बनाई थी, based on which skill set you belong to, not the jati. That is not varna vyavastha. Which skill set you belong to, that is your duty to do that. If you are a, suppose they call it Brahmin. Brahmin doesn't mean the jati Brahmin. The Brahmin means the person who will read the Shastra and translate for the people who don't have time or who may not go through that. The person who is doing business, his job is to understand the business and make the society flourish, not your own bank account. So that's what the kartavya. And people do that. We all know that, right? There are many people we meet in our life. They make sure that that is their duty. That is called niyat or vihit karma. That's it. The second one is namittik karma. For a particular reason I am doing. And simple example is, like for example, Shraddh. There is a Shraddha Paksh or anniversary comes of my parent, they died. I do some puja or I do some Shraddha. That is nimittik for a purpose. Maybe Vivah ya kisi ka bachcha hua to for that purpose I am doing the puja. That is for a reason. Nimitt. Then third is nitya karma, which is every day we have to do, which is one I love it, right? Sandhya Vandana. Puja has to be done every day. It's a nitya karma. Nitya means every day. Every day I had to do puja, every day I had to do Surya Namaskar, every day I had to do dhyan, sit for dhyan. That is a nitya karma. And Panchi Mahayagya, I always, many times we talked about. Then Prayashchit, atonement. If I had done some wrong, for example, Bhagwan Ram, when he killed Ravan, so he said that Ravan was a Brahmin, like, and I'm not supposed to kill a learned person. By nature, like Kshatriya has that rule, signed that. Or the lady, he did that. He said, I had to do some atonement, some puja karna padegi because I did. So that is atonement, prayashchit karna. We all do that. Kuch galti ho gayi to let's do. And then last one is kamya karma. That's what Bhagavan is saying. Kamya means for a desire. Oh, I want my son to get a better job. Doing a puja. Yeah, that's the most popular these days, right? एग्जाम के पहले हनुमान मंदिर इंडिया में फुल रहते हैं, लेकिन लड़के सब लोग दिल गुरु दर्शन पर हनुमान जी, राइट है। और शिवरात्रि में यू डोंट हैव, अभी उज्जैन इज महाकाल, वी लिव्ड इन उज्जैन, देयर इज नो प्लेस टू इवन स्टैंड अप, इतना रश सोमवार को हनुमान जी के मंदिर में, ओ सॉरी शिव जी के मंदिर में। सो बट दैट इज कुछ डिजायर है कि शिव जी के मंदिर में सोमवार को जाएंगे तो इच्छा पूरी हो जाएगी, ऐसा बोलते हैं लोग, तभी जाते हैं लोग। मैं था, when I was young, my brother and we used to go to mandir after before sleeping, after dinner. So there was a mandir which is Hanumanji here, and in front of Hanumanji there is a Shivji, शिव मंदिर था। तो सोमवार को everybody is शिव जी के पास, ओ भीड़ जगह नहीं है, और मंगलवार को everybody is हनुमान जी के प्लेस नहीं। तो I used to do reverse। मैं सोमवार को चला जाऊंगा हनुमान जी के पास और मंगलवार को चलूंगा शिव जी के पास, आराम से बैठो तो हाथ वाथ लगा के पूजा करके आ जाओ। बट वो वी हैव टू डू, मंगलवार को हनुमान जी की इच्छा पूरी करेंगे आपकी। हनुमान जी के यहाँ मंदिर है डैलस में, हनुमान जी को उसका नाम ही कार्य सिद्धि हनुमान, बहुत होते हैं, मतलब कार्य नाम ही उसका कार्य सिद्धि। डैलस में ह्यूज मंदिर, उसका नाम ही कार्य सिद्धि हनुमान मंदिर, क्योंकि हनुमान जी के जो कार्य सिद्ध हो जाता। आई मीन दिस इज ऑल फाइन, आई मीन नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दैट, but that is kamya karma. So Bhagavan is saying here कि other than nimitta karma, जो niyat karma है, which is assigned to you kartavya, all other have to be given up. Sannyasi means, sannyasi's job is to make sure. So now look at that. This applies to grahast. If grahast is doing this, grahast is a sannyasi by definition. If I don't care about kamya karma. अगर काम्य कर्म नहीं हुआ तो आई एम फाइन, दैट्स फाइन, बट कर्तव्य कर्म नहीं हुआ, देन आई हैव अ प्रॉब्लम। गृहस्थ आल्सो, देन गृहस्थ इज अ सन्यासी बाय दिस डेफिनेशन। सो दैट्स व्हाई आई कि कुछ लोग बोलते हैं, एंड द सेकंड टाइम ऑफ पीपल से भगवान से सर्व कर्म फल त्याग, दे ऑल द फ्रूट्स ऑफ लाइक 47 श्लोक, लाइक कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन। द सेकंड टाइप ऑफ पीपल से कि फॉरगेट अबाउट इट, कैसा भी कर्म हो, काम्य है या Nimitta, it doesn't matter, he or she doesn't care about, there is no attachment to the result of. Now, this is a very, very powerful statement. दुनिया के बड़े बड़े फिलोसोफर ने इसको स्टेटमेंट को पढ़ा भारत का, दिस इज गिवन बाय ओनली भारत। but because other Abrahamic में तो problem है कि they don't, I mean now they have to accept karma. अभी वो sportsman everybody is talking about karma. वो basketball game हार गए, oh it was our karma. See, they have accepted the principle of karma. कि there is a karma, there is a result. But Bhagwan is, so they cannot deny that. This is a unique principle given by Bharat, unique. And this is actually Bhagavad Gita is a master of that. So Bhagwan is saying karma phala tyag, second type of, Bhagwan supports more than that, like a second time bola unhone. He's saying, others are saying, but he is endorsing that statement more. कि काम में कर्म तो छोड़ देना तो ठीक है, that is one sannyas. लेकिन कर्म फल त्याग, that is the biggest sannyas. And we all know that, right? It is one of the most difficult things. See, and so karma, abhi we'll talk about third chapter. Third chapter is very, very, very like powerful. That's why I'm saying second and third, because jnana and karma. So karma, we remember if we went third chapter, so karma has three things: karma, karta, and phal. That's it. Any action in the world, there is an action, there is an actor, the doer, and there is a result. That's it. These three things. Now Bhagavan is saying, that's what he's saying, कि कर्म फल त्याग से मतलब कर्म फल की कामना का त्याग. कर्म फल तो you cannot, I mean I am working, फल is bound to be there. If I am doing something, crop, fruit is bound to be there. If I am so doing the agriculture or anything I do, but I don't have a desire for that outcome. I accept the outcome. See, that's the difference. But if I have a desire, outcome should be like this. That is to be dropped. Very tough. But that's the, and Bhagavan says that is sannyasi. So Arjun, you are saying, Arjun said in the beginning, we don't know who's going to win. Whether they will win or we will win. Well, why are we fighting? We don't know, because they are also very, like Bhishma and Duryodhan, they are also powerful. So we don't know who's going to win. Then, so Bhagavan is saying that's a problem you have. Why are you worried about that? Now you are like always, phal means the result. Phal is always in the future. Always. It's all imagination. Because अगर मुझे पता लग जाए पहले से कि अगर फल आने वाला है, तो maybe I don't do the action, right? A human being, right? So it is always in the future. So future is all imagination. And चितू भाई टाइप के लोगों का तो जिंदगी इसमें निकल के लोगों को बताने में कि ये एंग्जाइटी, नथिंग बट फ्यूचर इज एंग्जाइटी. बाय डेफिनेशन फ्यूचर इज एंग्जाइटी. All these psychiatric problems, mental health is about future. I don't know, but I'm worried about that. And that's anxiety. So, and either phal is in the future or phal is in the past, which is gone. I still carry that failure in my mind. Or I didn't get it. And that's also phal. So whatever is in the past is also phal. Whatever is in the future, so past is stress and future is anxiety. That's a definition of mental health. I mean, very simple terms. And that is all phal. Because my focus is not the action. मैंने क्या किया वो मुझे याद नहीं, मुझे क्या नहीं मिला मुझे याद रहेगा, या क्या मिलना चाहिए याद रहेगा. That's what he is saying. What a powerful way he is defining a sannyasi. मतलब इसको आप इसको चिंतन करें तो I mean मेरे नोट्स इसी एक श्लोक पे 5-6 पेज गए. Anyway, so karma, that's what he's saying. So very, very simply we'll touch about karma. So three things: karma, which is action; karta, the doer or actor; and the karma phal. So that's what Bhagavan is saying, ki karma phal tyag. So it's not he's talking just one karma. He says karma sakti, karta sakti, and phala sakti. There are three asaktis. Asakti is attachment. So हम लोगों को, see, we have to read the third chapter. That's why he is not giving the full thing, but he has already explained what he meant by this. So हम लोगों को कर्मा शक्ति भी होती है. We know the story of genie. We all know that story. वो genie निकल के आ गया उसमें से, कप में से वो बाहर आ गया, होता मुझे काम बताओ, मुझे काम नहीं होता मैं तुम्हें खा जाऊंगा. अभी genie तो आ गया, but वो that's the whole story. We know that कि भाई उसको बोले काम नहीं बताओगे तो मैं खा जाऊंगा. Now he wants to do something. Genie is that I have to do. That is karma sakti. That is Rajogun, 14th chapter. We all are genie. हमें कुछ न कुछ करना है. मतलब we cannot sit idly. We are sleeping, we are dreaming something, that is action. Dreaming about all this world, कुछ ना कुछ करना है. So that is कर्म आसक्ति. हम लोगों को कर्म की भी आसक्ति हो जाती है. And then of course कर्ता आसक्ति, मैं कर रहा हूँ, वो तो सबसे पॉपुलर है, लाइक आई एम डूइंग इट, या मैं नहीं करूंगा, बोथ वे. जैसे अगर हम लोग कई होते हैं कि मुझे अब ये नहीं करना है, मैंने सब छोड़ दिया है, एक ही बात है. वो किसी आचार्य के पास एक स्टूडेंट गया कि मैंने बहुत पढ़ लिया है सब, बहुत बहुत अब समझ गया है. मैंने क्या समझ गया? उसने कहा मेरे को समझ गया कि मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, कोई मुझे क्रिटिसाइज करे या कोई मुझे दे या ना दे, मेरे को कोई चीज़ नहीं मिलती है, मुझे कुछ नहीं होता है, आई एम ऑल पीसफुल ऑल द टाइम. उसने कहा ओके देन आई विल आस्क वन क्वेश्चन, फाइनल एग्जाम, गिव आंसर ऑनेस्टली. या गुरु जी, ही सेड कि जब लोग क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं तो गुस्सा आता है, बिल्कुल कुछ नहीं, पर आई एम पीसफुल. लोग मुझे, क्योंकि मुझे कुछ नहीं भी देता है तो आई एम पीसफुल. उन्होंने कहा लोग जब प्रेज करते हैं या बिना मांगे कुछ देते हैं, तब कुछ मन में अच्छा होता है क्या? ईमानदारी से उत्तर देना. तो उसने बोला हाँ अच्छा तो लगता है. तो उसने कहा फिर बात एक ही है, इट्स द सेम थिंग. एज लॉन्ग एज यू आर एंजॉइंग द प्लेजर, same thing, you're disliking the pain, the same thing. But this person neither enjoys the pleasure, enjoy this is physical, nor hate the pain, and that is called phalasakti, karmasakti and kartasakti. मैं कर रहा हूँ या मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ, सेम थिंग. फलासक्ति ये मेरा है या मेरा, आई डोंट केयर. द मोमेंट आई से आई डोंट केयर अबाउट द रिजल्ट, you still care about the result. The statement tells that you care, right? That's why you're saying I don't care, because you still have the phal in mind. वही वाली बात है कि वो that वो you know the story कि अंगूर खट्टे हैं, because I cannot reach there. These are the sour grapes. The story we know that, right? The purpose of the story is that कि मैं कर नहीं पा रहा हूँ इसलिए खट्टे हैं. तो जो मुझे नहीं मिला, I don't care about the result. You do care, that's why you're saying that. That's what. So this is a very fundamental karma sakti, karta sakti and phala sakti. And that's what Bhagwan is saying. ये जो छोड़ देता है सर्व कर्म फल त्याग, that is सन्यासी. जिसको ये मतलब दिमाग में भी नहीं आता है कि ये है या नहीं है, that is सन्यासी. So what a wonderful definition. This is the highest सन्यासी. पहले तो भगवान ने बताए थे वो 5th chapter में, 6th chapter में, it was now this, because this chapter is sannyas. So now he is summarizing all that into this chapter, and this is sannyasi. So we'll continue with that next shlok. These are very powerful shloks. Yeah. So 3rd shlok, yeah. त्याज्यम दोष विदित्ये के कर्म प्राहुर्मनीषिणः यज्ञ दान तपः कर्म न त्याज्यम इति चापरे. So Bhagavan is saying now he is coming to त्याग, कि कई विद्वान, now he is saying ना, good part is भगवान कृष्ण पूरी गीता में बोलते हैं कि मैंने ऐसा सुना है, या some people are saying, oh, he himself is that level, but he is saying I heard from teachers. This is a very old teaching. He is not claiming that this is my teaching. I have heard this. So now he is saying, ये बोल सकते थे कि मैं कह रहा हूँ, बट बोले कई विद्वान ऐसा कहते हैं कि कर्म सभी दोष युक्त हैं, इसलिए त्यागने योग्य हैं. और दूसरे विद्वान ऐसे कहते हैं कि यज्ञ दान और तप रूप कर्म त्यागने योग्य नहीं है.
Some philosophers declare thus actions should be religiously as evil. Others declare that acts of sacrifice, gift, and austerity should not be religious.
So Ayurveda में एक principle है. There are, he's saying if some people say कि all the karma are dosh युक्त, मतलब by definition karma inherently they're evil or they create problem. So there are some sannyasi they, क्योंकि कुछ भी कर्म करने जाओगे तो कुछ तो होगा, आपको गुस्सा आएगा या नहीं होगा, तो कर्म करना ही नहीं, क्योंकि कर्म हैज ए प्रॉब्लम. So Bhagavan is saying, some people are saying that this karma is inherently evil or defective. Ayurveda, there is a principle called dosh. Ayurveda says the body has 3 dosh, vata, pitta, kapha. That's the problem. You कुछ भी imbalance होता है, you बीमार, you are sick हो गए. So similarly, they are saying karma also has dosh, built-in dosh. And what dosh we talked about? कि कर्म का दोष कर्तापन, कर्मफल और कर्म आसक्ति. that is dosh. That is, and we all know that. We all can certify this statement with all experience in our life. Maybe younger people cannot do that, 16-year-old, but they'll also realize at the time that this is a problem with karma. That's why, like, वात पित्त का जैसे दोष है, तो कर्म का भी कर्तापन, that is अभिमान. I am doing it. I am doing it. Every karma has that. Then karma phal ki kamna. There is a desire. Even if we are son, that's what Bhagavan is defining here. And then, of course, like phala sakti or karma sakti, कि मुझे कुछ करते रहना है, करते रजोगुण, always doing. So there was a temple where, or ashram, where they used to have a Swamiji who was just sitting there, not doing much. तो कुछ कार्यकर्ता लोगों ने बोला, ये क्या पूरे टाइम बैठे रहते हैं, and we are paying him or whatever, we are taking care of, कुछ करते तो नहीं है, बैठे रहते हैं. And we are doing so much work. कार्यकर्ता लोग तो बहुत काम करते हैं ना, कि इधर कुछ करते हैं, उधर करते हैं, मंदिर की छत ठीक करते हैं, कुछ भी करते हैं, they keep doing कुछ ना कुछ. और ये लोग कुछ भी नहीं करते हैं, स्वामी जी एक आपने बिठा रखे हैं. तो this is not good. So इनको रखो मत. तो उन्होंने बोला कि ठीक है, मेरे को निकाल दो, that's fine, I mean I'll go, but do one thing, कि let's switch the role for a week or so and then I'll go. तो उन्होंने कहा ठीक है, तो मेरा रोल आप ले लो, आप यहाँ बैठो और मैं बाकी काम करूँगा फॉर अ वीक, जस्ट बैठना है. उन्होंने कहा ठीक है. और वो एक दिन तो बैठे, उसके बाद परेशान होंगे, अब क्या करें ना, आप उठ ही नहीं सकते, एक वीक तक आप वहीं बैठना पड़ेगा. तो एक दिन, दूसरे दिन घबरा गए, उन्होंने कहा ये क्या है, बैठ ही नहीं सकते भाई, हम तो पागल हो जाएंगे. कर्म इतना भयंकर है. दैट्स व्हाट भगवान 3rd चैप्टर में गहनो करुणा गति, वेरी वेरी डेंजरस जिन है, जीनी पकड़ लेता है तो आपको परेशान कर देता है. आई कैन टेल यू, लाइक हम लोग मेडिटेशन जो भी थोड़ा अभ्यास करते हैं, वन ऑफ द मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट थिंग टू सिट फॉर मेडिटेशन फॉर 10 minutes. वन ऑफ द मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट थिंग, वी ऑल नो दैट, इट्स सो डिफिकल्ट. बैठ जाते हैं लेकिन माइंड तो पूरी दुनिया में घूमता रहता है. दैट इज ऑल्सो कर्म. माइंड थॉट इज नथिंग बट कर्म. एवरी थॉट इज रिलेटेड टू जो कर्म नहीं हुआ है या होने वाला है. एवरी थॉट इज लाइक दैट, राइट? दिस ऑल कर्म. सो दैट्स व्हाट भगवान इज सेइंग. कि सो भगवान से, इसलिए कुछ लोगों ने बोला यार ये कर्म में प्रॉब्लम है, तो इसको कर्म ही मत करो, क्योंकि झंझट है, जो भी करते हैं उसमें ये प्रॉब्लम आती है. एक श्लोक भी आ गया था कि उसमें आता है कि उसने सिमिली दी है भगवान ने, आई फॉरगॉट द श्लोक बट आएगा इसी चैप्टर में. सो द सिमिली इज लाइक मेटाफर दैट कर्म इज लाइक अग्नि. अग्नि, whenever there is agni, there is a smoke. Agni cannot be without smoke. When agni is there will be a smoke. धूमेग्ना अग्नि, ऐसा उन्हें सिमिली दी है. तो भगवान इज सेम थिंग, कि कर्म के साथ यही है कि कर्म आएगा तो उसके साथ ये तीनों आएंगी दोष. फलाशक्ति आएगी, कर्माशक्ति आएगी, तो दैट्स अ प्रॉब्लम, राइट? सो दैट्स व्हाट जैसे कि भैया छोड़ दो. लेकिन भगवान इज सेइंग द सेकंड पार्ट, ही सेज दैट्स फाइन. बट दूसरे विद्वान दे कहते हैं कि यस, ऑल यू कैन लीव, बट यज्ञ, दान और तप नहीं छोड़ना है. दैट इज कर्म. वो ठीक है, काम में कर्म छोड़ दो, आपको प्रायश्चित कर्म भी छोड़ दो. इफ यू सरेंडर टू भगवान, देयर इज नो प्रायश्चित. if I am total surrender to भगवान or divinity or whatever, to a cause, then I don't have to do the atonement, because मैं कुछ कर ही नहीं रहा हूँ, मैं तो सब जो हो रहा है वो देख रहा हूँ. तो so all you can leave, but भगवान says यज्ञ, दान और तप नहीं छोड़ना है. And if you go back to the Vinobaji's model of 17th chapter, wonderfully he has given that. If you remember, we gave the model Vinobaji that we are 3-dimensional or institution, human being. One is my body, myself. One is the samaj or parivar. And the third is the entire universe. So myself, my society, my family, friends, जो भी around. And third is the universe. The whole universe में सब कुछ है उसमें, plant, animal, kingdom, whatever. हम लोग तो हिंदुओं में तो पूजा करते हैं, तो सबसे पहले we do नवग्रह पूजा. Nobody can touch नवग्रह, but there is a gratitude for नवग्रह कि you are there, that's why we are enjoying this life, right? So सबसे पहले हम लोग कलश और नवग्रह पूजा करते हैं before भगवान. That's our tradition, a wonderful tradition. We have forgotten, but ideally कलश means प्रकृति. There is a jal in that, right? सब नदियों का जल ला के आते थे, हिंदुओं में ट्रेडिशन था कलश का. It's not one river. You'll get all the rivers जो भी हैं, rivers taking care of the life. and put in the Kalash. And Kalash represent the universe. I said, now this is, first is Kalash Puja, and then Navgraha Puja. Brahma Murari Tripurantakari Bhanu Shashi Bhumi Sutta Udascha Guruscha Shukra Shani Rahu Ketava Sarve Graha Shanti Kara Bhavantu. आप लोग, you are in harmony. There is a shanti here in the world. So that's what. So that is, Vinobaji said that tap karna hai for yourself. You should be healthy. You should be peaceful. So dhyan is a part of tap. So tap is for myself. Yajna is for the environment. Whole जैसे वही ब्रह्मा मुरारी पूरा करे, और like यज्ञ हमारे यहाँ होता था इसीलिए कि purify the environment, the plants, take care of the plants, kingdom, animals, take care of everything. Pollution कम करें. That is yajna. It's not ugly. And third is, he says, dan. Dan is, loose translation is charity. Dan is making sure that we share with the society. There is a saying, market जब down होता है तो recession और depression आता है, market down होता है. तो in economics there is a definition of that. What is recession and what is depression? So it is said that when your neighbor lose the job, right, it is recession. Oh, my neighbor's lost his job. Market में recession चल रहा है. When you lose the job, it's a depression. It's like that. So I want to make sure that everybody, there's no one has depression, no one has recession. That's all our collective responsibility. And that is the whole concept of Dhanam is not, we always think दान का मतलब एक check काट के दे दिया. Yeah, that is part of it. But it's a gratitude. It is not, nobody is forcing you to do that. I feel like doing it. I'm bound to do that. कर्तव्य है. So वो पंच महायज्ञ में आता है. So that's what भगवान, ये छोड़ना नहीं है. तीन चीजें. Tap for self. I mean, I should be healthy. I should maintain myself, make a better instrument out of me, because the whole karma is happening through me. I am one of the instruments in this whole creation through which things are happening. So I should be good, right? I should be healthy. I should be sattvic bhav. Again, otherwise, what is, we see this world, the whole world is in war. Just because of that, people don't understand this. Like, it's my territory, my country, my religion, my tradition. I am the best. And just look at, we see the world, so much conflict. And so that is tap. And of course, yajna, we talked about taking care of the environment. And then dhan is, of course, sharing with others. So there is a guy, he is called, his name is Chuck Freeney. He's called James Bond of philanthropy. You can search on Google. He's called James Bond on philanthropy. He's no more now. He died in 2023, I think, COVID ke baad. So Chuck Freeney, he's known as James Bond of philanthropy. He is the only philanthropy. In fact, Bill Gates got inspired by him. He's the only philanthropist. Before he died, he gave all his wealth in charity. All. A lot of people give like 80%. I think Warren Buffett has given almost 90%. Bill Gates said he has all his wealth. It is got a Google Plus, Chuck Freeney. He's got James Bond on philanthropy. Everything is given before he died. So that is, Bhagwan said, that is dhan. Feel like, koi force nahi kiya hoga usko. It happened. And many are there. It's not just one example. It's a popular example because it's coming. पैसे को देख के आजकल सब example अच्छे लगते हैं. So that's why the monetary examples are always popular, right? There are many people who sacrifice a lot of things. Share करते हैं, दान करते हैं. Not only this. ज्ञान दान होता है हमारे यहाँ तो ऐसा बोलते हैं. Sharing with knowledge with others is also is a dhan, right? So that's what it was. Anyway, so this is a wonderful. So Bhagwan is talking about the त्याग here. कि कुछ लोग, अब now he'll continue. So we'll just read one more shlok and then we'll stop it. So fourth shlok. निश्चयं शृणु मे तत्र त्यागे भरत सत्तम त्यागो हि पुरुष व्याघ्र त्रिविधः प्रकीर्तितः. So Bhagwan is saying, Arjun, उस त्याग के विषय में तू मेरे निश्चय को सुन. हे पुरुषेष्ठ, त्याग सात्विक, राजस, तामस 3 प्रकार का कहा गया है.
Hear from me clearly on Tyag relinquishment, O Bharata Satama. Tyag verily has been declared to be threefold. O Purusavagra.
Yeah, so now he is saying, like, now he's bringing the 14th chapter. That's what I said. Next time we'll meet. He's saying that Tyag is, now he's merging sannyas and Tyag into one. So now when we read, we should think he's talking about a sannyasi or he's talking about a Tyagi. But he says Tyag or sannyas, whatever, there are three types, and that is 14th chapter. So when we next time we'll little bit go into Sattvic, Rajas, Tamas, kya hai, and then we'll understand Tyag better that way, because the fundamental of this is like तीन प्रकृति के तीन गुण वही सेम आयुर्वेद में जैसे हैं, तो इसमें रजस सत्व एंड तमस, एंड by default we all have all three. So there is a concept called, we call it conditioning or programming, very popular these days. The atmosphere and genetics, of course. So all these things come under through genetics. Genetics, that's why we say that if my great grandfather had some bimari, then I'll get it. I may get it, I may not get it. Maybe my brother will get it, I may not get it. I may get it, my brother may not. But it is again genetics. It is coming from somewhere. So these gun we are getting from our स्वभाव. If we go to 14th chapter, it says कि ये स्वभाव जनित है. श्रद्धा भी जैसे बात करी भगवान ने कि स्वभाव means my inherent nature, my conditioning, the family I was born into, and I was raised in that atmosphere. And we all know that, right? We all remember our childhood stories, the teachings, and they come handy when we like navigate in our life as we grow. And that's a conditioning. So that is like sattvic. I'll be like, for example, the children who grew up in vegetarian family like us. It's not, that's a separate subject, is what is good or bad. But if I grew up in a vegetarian family, I just cannot eat anything because it doesn't work. And I have a very good friend who eats. It doesn't mean that he's not a good person. But my conditioning and my understanding is that I cannot, because so that's conditioning. So that is so weak. Bhagavad Gita will tell about that. See, that all guna are in us. How do we manage those? That is up to us. The sattvic gun, rajasic, tamasic gun, we have that. So one pizza, 3 pie. Now you decide which pie you want bigger. If you want tamasic bigger, then yeah, it is available. पूरी दुनिया में तामस सब जगह बट रहा है, आप जितना मर्जी ले लो. And then you are tamasic person. And then you will create problem for yourself and others too. So we'll continue next time. We'll read about Tyag. And then same thing will continue. The whole chapter is about Tyag and Sannyas. And then Bhagwan will bring some things from previous chapters. So we'll revisit, right? So anyway, so talking about the karma, and just Kabir Das ji ka ek doha, and then we'll sit for our dhyan. So Kabir Das ji कहते हैं कि ये जो कर्म का चक्कर है, इसमें हम लोग सब सोचते हैं आई एम डूइंग. सो दैट्स अ होल थिंग, कर्मा शक्ति फला शक्ति, वी ऑल आई एम डूइंग, और कर्तापन. एंड ही सेज that it is such a big ignorance. Kabir Das ji is, I mean, like, he's the master of analogies and similes, right? So he says कि आप the way you think about karma, it is like पानी में से घी निकालना. You know, we churn the buttermilk or milk, curdle milk, and then ghee comes out, right? When we churn it, ghee comes out. But he says कि आप लोग पानी को churn कर रहे हो, सोच रहे हो घी निकलेगा. It is that difficult. आप सोचते हो कि मैं कर्म ना करूं या कर्म मुझसे नहीं होगा. It's like that, जैसी कल्पना कर रहे हो आप. You have to do that sadhan. So that's what he says. मना मनोरथ छोड़ दे, तेरा किया न होए, पानी में घर घी नीक से, तो रूखा खा क्यों कोई खाए. अगर पानी में घी निकलेगा तो कोई सूखी रोटी क्यों खाएगा, सभी फिर घी की रोटी खाएंगे. तो इसलिए इतना आसान नहीं है. कबीर दास जी कहते हैं कि तू ऐसी कल्पना कर रहा है कि मैं कर रहा हूँ. उधर इज कहावत इन गांव में कि वो कुत्ता बैलगाड़ी के बगल में चलता है तो कुत्ता सोचता है कि उसकी भी शेडो आती है ना बैलगाड़ी की, और दौड़ रहा है कि बैलगाड़ी मैं चला रहा हूँ. बैलगाड़ी अपने आप चल रही है, बट डॉग थिंक्स ओ आई एम रनिंग फास्ट, so बैलगाड़ी इज रनिंग फास्ट टू. So that's what he's saying. You think you're doing karma. This is a cosmic order. इसलिए हमने उसका नाम दिया विधाता, भगवान का। उसको पता है वो कैसे करना है, हम लोग सोच रहे हैं हम कर रहे हैं। That's what, so that is whole karma, that's what this त्याग is about, that, right? हम कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं, अगर होगा तो अपने से हो जाएगा. Well, let's sit for our ध्यान and then continue. So maybe 2 weeks we'll not have. The 4th of July, of course, and then next week, if I am free, we can start. But I'll send the message maybe. Otherwise, we'll meet 2 weeks, right? After 2 weeks. So again, now the process, every time we have gone through, I'll go to release that video, so you will have that. Same thing. Again, same thing, right? The more we go outside, more karma grabs us. More we come inside, the karma melts. That's it. And more karma, more disturbance. Karma means mind, thoughts. So more karma, more thoughts. More mind is disturbed. Less karma, and then less thoughts, mind is peace. And then when mind is peaceful, then there's a reflection of like Sakshi Chaitanya on the mind. And then we can say Tattvamasi. Oh. Keep the focus on the tip of the nostril and think of Prithvi Tattva. Shift focus to the tip of the tongue and think of Jal Tattva. So third is Agni Tattva. So shift focus to the eyes and think of Jal Tattva. So Agni Tattva. Next is Vayu. So shift focus to the skin and feel the Vayu. We can feel Vayu. That's a very fascinating experience. I mean, I sometimes sit for a few minutes, like longer, just to enjoy the air. I sit outside and then during summer day, just enjoy the Vayu. It's Pavan Devata. It's Bhagwan's Swarup. The next is like sound, space. And so we just hear some sound that travels in space. So we know we are in space. All these elements are outside also and inside also. And then Bhagwan says that I am not these Panch Tattva. Of course, they are also Bhagwan's gross manifestation. But we are not gross manifestation. We are the subtle manifestation of Bhagwan. So I am not those gross manifestations. I am not these 5 senses, which are also gross. When these senses are shut down, and I am not the mind behind that, not the intellect. And when we do this practice, slowly, if the mind quietens, and now I can observe the mind. There will be some lingering thoughts, but time comes when there is no thought. And I can see the mind, right? And that time, there will be a reflection of Sakshi Chaitanya on mind. As I said, like the conflict is gone, there is a Shanti. And this Sakshi Chaitanya is Shanti Swarup. And then Bhagavan says, Yukta Asit Matpara. In this state, Matpara means I am the ultimate, Bhagavan means Shanti is the ultimate. In this state, sit as long as possible. And now, after this, if we have some jap, we can do the jap, or some light chant, we can do that. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Holy Krishna Kanhaiya Lal Ki Jai. So I'm going to make that video.